many times must I say it? I didn't know.
But you did have a daughter.
There was a child, yes.
And you knew what happened to her?
That's what these papers say.
And her daughter was me.
The evidence seems irrefutable.
Evidence that you thought you destroyed.
Yes, but...
You, Lady Griselda Garsley, admit all of this, so please do explain to me how you could possibly not have known.
Because...
Go on.
Because...
Come on, Ophelia, let's go.
All right.
Because...
Goodbye, Griselda.
Oh, dear. Because I am not Lady Griselda Garsley.
Another moon has risen over Garsley Castle and brought Mariana and Griselda together in awkward silence.
Mariana,
What are you then? My aunt? My evil twin? My second cousin thrice removed?
So far as I'm aware, we aren't in the least related.
Well, that's a relief. I was worried I might wake up one morning with a craving to read newspapers, count seeds, and pass judgment on everyone within a 100-mile radius.
Oh, weren't you leaving?
What, and miss the chance to watch you squirm? In any case, as I'm the rightful heir to this castle, if anybody's going to be leaving, it's you.
Rightful heir?
Yes, seeing as you're an imposter.
How dare you! This castle's been under my stewardship for centuries.
And now it's under new management.
Where the heaven have you two been?
I've been finishing packing. I'm all ready for us to run away together, Mars.
And I've been helping. Feels as a lot of stuff. Think I might need a little sit down.
After what happened last night, Jean, I cannot believe you wouldn't be here to support me.
Sorry, Glizzy. Oh, are we still all right to call you Glizzy?
You've never been all right to call me Glizzy.
Why wouldn't we call her Glizzy? It's short for Griselda, isn't it?
Yes, but she's not Griselda.
Oh, yeah.
I am Griselda. I'm Lady Griselda Garsley. I've been Lady Griselda Garsley for best part of a millennium.
Yes, but you're not actually Lady Griselda Garsley, are you? In your own words, I am not Lady Griselda Garsley.
That's such a good impression, Mars.
I don't sound like that.
You do a bit, Gliz.
And in any case, when I said that I'm not Lady Griselda Garsley, I didn't actually mean that I'm not Lady Griselda Garsley. I just meant that there was another Lady Griselda Garsley who, came first.
And she was Mars's grandmother?
Yes, her.
Whose identity you stole.
I wouldn't say I stole it.
Yeah, it's much better to say no comment. That's what I always do.
You're so wise, Jeannie.
I wouldn't say I stole it because I didn't. I merely assumed it. And when exactly do you always say no comment, Jean?
No comment?
Assumed is a much better word. It's the kind of word I would have used back when I was a poet.
Oh, please, not this again.
Do you miss being a poet, Feels?
Yeah, it was such a huge part of my death.
A huge part. You were a poet for all of 10 minutes.
Now, Griselda, that's not true, is it? Ophelia was a poet for at least 20 minutes, maybe even longer. Time seems to move inconsistently fast over our nights.
I've noticed that too. and that last day felt like it dragged on for about 3 years.
Didn't it just? Thought I was never going to make it out of my coffin.
I got stuck in my coffin once.
Hardly surprising.
I was trying to eat some jam because I liked jam when I was alive, and I'd saved it until coffin time because my nurse always used to give me jam at bedtime. But I'm dead now, so it didn't agree with me, and I spat it out before I closed my coffin lid.
Ew, is that why the floor of our crypt's all sticky?
But I can't have spat it very far because it stuck the lid down, and the next evening I couldn't get out. Then the same thing happened with honey.
Oh, bad grief.
Ooh, Mars, do you think I'll need jam for our elopement?
Elopement? That's not even a word.
Actually, Gliz, I think you'll find it is.
Don't be so ridiculous, Jean. You elope. You don't have an elopement.
Well, yes, you can.
So, do you think we will need some jam?
Says who?
The dictionary? Oh, Griselda. Ophelia knows a word you don't. You really are slipping, aren't you?
No, I am not.
Jeannie, you'd better go pack a few jars just in case.
Anyone else wondering where all these little tools came from?
Look, Mariana, this has all been as much of a shock to me as it has to you, so I would thank you to be a little less you about it.
As much of a shock to you? You may not have known who I was, but you certainly knew who you weren't.
Make sure you pack some gooseberry jam, Jeannie. I like gooseberries.
And these little brushes are a bit strange, aren't they?
Doesn't matter who I was originally. The fact is, I've extended my hospitality for over 8 centuries, allowed you to live under my roof all these years.
It's not your roof, it's mine. Actually, we haven't really got a roof, not since the fire, as is the rest of the castle.
For hell's sake, Mariana, you hate this castle. You've always hated it.
Exactly, and I hate it too. Hurry, Jeannie, get the jam. Mariana and I are going to Envelope.
There's a big white tent outside too, not seen that before. You forget, Griselda, my love for besting you far outweighs my hate for this ghastly place.
What about your love for me?
When have you ever bested me?
Not to mention the digger, that's a bit concerning. Griselda, or whatever your name is, like it or not, there are going to be some changes around here. What changes will Mariana make? What is with the big white tent outside? And will my squirrel return my shoes? Perhaps we will learn next time. I Got Stuck in My Coffin was written and performed by Debs Wardle and produced by Ted Huggins. The music was by Shane Ivers at silvermansound.com with additional effects from freesound.org, zapsplat.com and Epidemic Sounds.